Hi everyone, it's Karen, and I'm back with my first design team project for the month of April for AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. And I wanted to make some stick pins. Kim has new stick pin kits in the store, and I hope there are still some available. And if not, just message her if you're interested. I'm sure she will get more in, especially if she knows there's interest. So what I did was I created a little holder to hold the stick pins in, and then I created a bunch of stick pins to go in it. So the little holder is just simply made from a ribbon tube. It's actually one a little bit bigger than this one, but same idea. And I just take one end off, and like I said, it was a little bit bigger around, not that much, but a little bit more. And I just made a little pillow with some stuffing and some fabric stretched over it. And I actually used the heart fabric that was in my design team package couple of packages ago, but I still had some, so I just pulled it over the stuffing, and then I just pushed that into the middle of here. The outside of it is all decorated with that one beautiful lace that I got in my design team package. It looks very vintage. It has sort of rosy colored roses on it and some smaller flowers. And then around the bottom, I added an extra piece on the bottom, so an extra circle, a bit wider and a bit heavier cardboard on the bottom to give it a little bit more stability. And I covered that with some paper, and then I also added this beautiful trim from Kim's shop. It's one of the netted lace trims. I think this is actually from beginning of the year, my design team package, but I've had one almost in every package, and this was a flat lace, and all I did was gather it around there. And then below that, I used that beautiful peachy pink braid that was in my design team package. I used that all the way around underneath the lace. So there's two layers there, and you can see them both, and they're very pretty. I created a little flower to put on the corner here. So it is a little flower that I crocheted. Then this is some trim from Kim's shop that just matched the color of these roses so well, and I had a tiny little piece left. So I just fussy cut around the stitching in it. It has some stitching on a cotton material. It was about a 1-inch flat trim, and I just fussy cut around there, and then I gathered the center, and then I put the center of a little doily. And then this bling is from Kim's shop, this beautiful pinky peach colored bling with the rhinestones all around. So pretty. And it just created such a pretty holder for these pins. I'm just going to hold them for a second and show you the bottom. On the bottom is the paper that I covered the extra cardboard with. And then I used some of the leaf trim to go around the edge. And then I just used 3 bling pieces that were in my stash to put little feet on the bottom of here. I love putting feet on the bottom of boxes and on the bottom of any sort of a container or storage thing. I just think it looks so nice. And then all around the edge of here, I added some of these pretty little acrylic, and they have gold and iridescent flakes in them. And they're so pretty, and those are from Kim's shop, and she has them in the white and in pink, I believe. And I just added those around the edge here as well. And then inside, or in the stick pin holder, I've added all these gorgeous stick pins. Most of them are from the kit that she sent me, and then a couple are I had some extra little beads, and they're ones that I wanted to just add in, so I did. So these ones are from her kit, the kit she sent me. These beautiful cracked glass ones. They're so pretty. I think they're acrylic, but they're so pretty. They could be glass. They look like they could be glass, but I do believe they're acrylic. And some little spacer beads that she sent. And then she has these pretty chenille velvety flowers in the shop, and I know she reordered them. And I used that as the top, and all you do is just slide your pin in behind. You can do that on any sort of flower, and I'll show you. I did it with another embellishment, and change your pins out to look a little bit different. And then on the little leaf of that flower, I hung one of the little perfume bottles, and on this one I hung a little angel. And the angel I created with some beads and wings from my stash. The wings that Kim sent in her kit is this one that I made this angel with, and they're a little bit different than mine. Hers have the heart in the center of the wings. And that's another one I created with one of those beautiful cracked acrylic balls, one of the white beads. Her pins all have the white tops on them. And I just glue mine together with hot glue. I have really good success with that. And I just glue in between each, almost in between each bead. I just put a little bit of hot glue. You can also use any kind of permanent glue as well. Any of the many that are out there. That's up to you what you feel most comfortable with, but I do find hot glue. I have some on my table here. I have one, I've had this one for a really long time. This is my pokey tool that I created for myself, but I used a stick pin, and these are all put on here with hot glue. The top, that's the crown, which is from Kim's shop, it is put on with some E6000 just because it's not, it's attached to the curl on the back of the pin. I just curl it and then glued that on. So of course that has to be glued on with something permanent. But the pin going through these beads, I just put a little dab of hot glue in between them. And I find it holds really well. So there's a couple there. And then I made another one that I wanted to show you using a little piece of a flower embellishment. And this one, this is the back and this is the front. And I just added a piece of one of those little, these little balls. Here they come apart, and Kim has those in the shop, and you can take them apart and then use, and I used a piece for the bottom and then put a little flat back pearl on top. And then, like I said, this is part of a flower embellishment. And then there's the little wings and the head and one of the little rondelles that Kim had in her kit. So you can make a little angel like that too, just using a little piece of trim from your stash or from one of your flowers. This one is one of the bows that Kim has in the shop. She has hearts and bows with the felt backing like this. And it's really easy to push the pin right through the felt back and then carry on down and add your beads on. And again, this is some of those round beads. I did purchase some of these on my own because I ran out of the ones from Kim's shop, but I love them so much and I love how they come apart. And I've taken one apart here and added it in the center here to make that pin up. And I made a few with, I had in my stash some charms that Kim had sent me quite some time ago that have teapot, and I think I have one other one, I thought I did anyway, with a tea bag on it, but oh yeah, there it is. So I made these up using her stick pins and her pretty little bows that she sent with in the stick pin kit, and then on the tops or in the middle, wherever I decided to hang it. On this one I hung the teacup, and this one is the teapot, and this is the tea bag. And then these are the pretty little pins that Kim has, and the pretty pearls and the bows that go on, and rondelles. I think I've added a couple little spacer beads in here that might be from my stash. But Kim's kit comes with a selection of the pink and mauve and yellow and white pearls, I believe. And that may change from kit to kit, so you'll just have to check in the store when you're ordering them to make sure that you know what you're getting. And then this is another one made with these pearly ones and rondelles and the bow in the center on this one. And I just added a couple seed beads in there to add for space. They're just so much fun. Once you start making them, you get so many ideas. This is a little short pin of my own. It's very, very short, but it still works really well. And I had this beautiful cracked one left, and I added one on my own to it, and I added an extra rondelle in the center of that one. But it also creates a really pretty pin, and I like them in different sizes, especially in a display like this, because it looks so pretty with some with dangles hanging off the sides, and then some smaller ones. There's one with 2 of her yellow beads. This is a pin of my own. I just did another short one and just put those on there. I love the little bow beads that are in her kit. So cute. This is another thing I love to do. You take one of the stick pins and you just, the tops on all these stick pins, most of them anyway, it's plastic. the little bead on the top, and so if you squish it between the pliers, it just pops right off. And then again, using a permanent glue, I glued this on the back of this beautiful butterfly that was in my design team package. I had two of them. One of them I used on a project, and this one I put it on a stick pin. Just put that in the front here. It looks so pretty dangling down. And then I made a little angel on a bulb pin and just put that here. I added a little tatted butterfly just hanging off the edge here. And I think that's it. Oh, there's another angel on the back here. Another one on a bulb pin. And it just shows you how you can recycle a container. You can also use a tube from leftover packing tape or whatever to make the center part of this. Make yourself a little bit of a stuffing pillow to go in the middle, and then, you know, decorate it up with a little bit of laces and trims, and then fill it full of these pretty stick pins, and you have just something really, really pretty to look at and enjoy. And they are so much fun to make. They're really, once you get making them, you can't stop. And I've made a few more as well. And somewhere along the lines, you'll be seeing them in my projects coming up in the next short while. Check out AngeldreamCraftsKim on Etsy. I will leave links to the store in the description box below. And check out her stick pin kits and her charms and bling and all her laces and trims. She has so many beautiful things and putting new things in the store all the time. Check out the designers who are creating beautiful and inspiring projects for you to see and enjoy. If you're interested in a tutorial on anything, you can leave me a note in the comments below. I will talk to you all soon. Bye for now.